When the beasts talked.
When los animales hablaban.
When the birds had tea.
Cuando los ocells tenían dentes.
When of the 14 winds, 7 were good, and 7 were bad.
Quan dels 14 vents, 7 eren bons i els altres 7 dolents.
When time was time.
Quan temps era temps.
When it was and was not.
Quan això era i no era.
I have had a dream. Has the wit of man to say what dream it was?
Tell me how it came this night.
That I, sleeping here, was found.
Amongst these waters on the ground.
Lord, what fools these mortals be.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take, love and language for his sake. Be it ounce or hat or bed, hard or bull with bristled hair, it's like I that shall be. Thou wakest, it is the dew. Wake.
Now, my beloved, our nuptial hour approaches in 4 days when the new moon rises. But how slow this old moon wanes, denying me the pleasure of my rightful union, like an old widow that keeps his stepson from the inheritance.
Patience, my conqueror. 4 days will quickly speed themselves in night. For nights quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like a silver bow, will bend in heaven. In dimly light, our wedding night.
Go, Philistines, rouse the people of my lands, young and old. Stir up the pert and nimble spirits of mirth. Hippolyta, I won you with my sword. You have yielded to my love. I will make amends for the injuries I have done thee. Marry me, Hippolyta, with all the pomp and ceremony you so richly deserve.
Long live Theseus, our noble and just Jew.
Aegea, welcome. What brings you here?
My lord, I come full of vexation for the complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Demetrius, step forward. My lord, this man Demetrius has my consent to marry her. Step forward, Lysander. This man Lysander, my gracious duke, has cast a magic spell over my daughter's heart. You, Lysander, have given her pearls and exchanged love tokens with her. Trifles that turn the head of an impressionable and naive girl. You have serenaded her in the moonlight by the window with false verses declaring false love. You have plotted to steal my daughter's heart and have turned her against me. My good sister, if she won't agree here before you to marry Demetrius, let me exercise my parental right ascribed in the ancient law. As she is mine, I have the right to decide her fate. By law, I can either make her marry this gentleman or send her to her death.
What say you, Helena? Your mother composed your beauty and your life. To her you are a form in wax imprinted and within her power. Demetrius is the worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is. But since your mother does not wish you to marry him, you must consider Demetrius the better man.
I wish my mother could see with my eyes.
Surely it is you. You must see with your mother's eyes.
Your Grace, I entreat you to pardon me. I cannot think what makes me so bold as to voice my thoughts and harm my modesty in such a presence. But if I refuse to marry Demetrius, tell me the worst that can happen to me.
Either to die the death, or abandon forever the company of men. Think carefully, Hermia, consider your youth and question your desires. Could you endure the livery of a cloistered nun, chanting at the frigid virginal goddess of the moon? The rewards of a priestess are said to be in heaven. But a married woman finds happiness here on earth. Like a rose, hand-picked and transformed into a beautiful perfume, the priestess withers on the stem.
I'd rather wither away than give myself up to someone I don't love!
Pause, sweet Hermia. Make no rash decisions. By the next new moon, on the day my Hippolyta and I are to be wedded, we will have your decision.
My sweet Hermia, accept your mother's wishes. Lysander, give up your claim to her. I have more of a right to her than you.
You have her mother's love, Demetrius. Why don't you marry her and let me have her again?
Caesar, Lysander! True, he has my love. And as she is mine, my will is for her to marry Demetrius, and for him to enjoy her estate.
My lord, I'm just as noble as Demetrius. My fortunes are as plentiful as his, if not richer. My love for Hermia is greater than his, and what matters most is that she loves me. So why should I give up my rights to her? Demetrius, as we all know, courted Helena and made her fall in love with him. And she devotedly dotes on this spotted and unfaithful man.
I confess I have heard as much. Demetrius, the jeer, you will come with me. I will speak with you in private. As for you, fair Hermia, arm yourself to your mother's wishes, or else by the laws of this ancient land, you must become a nun or die. Come, my Hippolyta. What is it, my love? You come with me!
My darling, your cheeks are white as sheets. You know well that a horse of love never did run smooth.
Oh, hell! To choose love through another's eyes. Our love is true, and it will stand the test of time. So we must teach our child patience.
That's a spirit. Hermia, my darling, I'm made and made out. I have a widowed aunt who's very rich and has no children. She lives 20 miles from here and thinks of me as a son. There, I could marry you, and the harsh ancient laws of this land will not be able to touch us. Steal out of your mother's house tomorrow night and meet me in the forest, a few miles out of town where I once met you. There, I will wait for you.
Oh, Lysander, my dear, I swear I will be there tomorrow. I vow by the rose that was born when St. George gave back into the dragon and saved the princess, and by all the promises that men have
him, but he loves me.
If only my smiles would inspire love as well as your frowns.
I curse him, but he still loves me.
If only my prayers would inspire that kind of affection.
The more I hate him, the more he follows me.
The more I love him, the more he hates me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. I wish that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He will not see my face again. Lysander and I will fly this place.
Helena, we will unfold to you our secret plan. Tomorrow, at the dead of night, a time when lovers' flights are concealed, we will flee from here.
And in the woods, where you and I would rest on the pale primroses, sharing our childish secrets, that's where Lysander and I will meet. And we'll turn our backs on this land. We'll make new friends and find company in strangers. Oh, farewell, my old friend. Pray for us. And I pray that you win Demetrius. Lysander, keep word. We must stay apart until midnight tomorrow.
Adeo, Helena. I hope Demetrius comes to love you as much as you love him.
Why are some people so much happier than others? Everyone thinks I'm as beautiful as Hermia. But what of that? Demetrius doesn't think so. He won't see what others see. He fools himself obsessing over Hermia. Foolish me. I obsess even more over him. Love looks not with the eye, but with the mind. That's why Cupid is always painted blind. He has wings and no eyes, reckless and hasty like a child. And he breaks his promises all the time. Before Demetrius set eyes on Hermia, he showered me with promises and vowed to be mine. I'll go tell Demetrius of Hermia's flight, at the cost of betraying my dearest friend and rival. Even a small thanks would comfort my pain. It might just help him see the light and come back to me.
The raging rocks and shivering shocks will break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' cars will shine from far, make and mar. Oh, foolish fate! That was lofty. Okay, name the other actors. What? That was Hercules style, a tyrant style. A lover would have to be Sophia, of course.
Here, Peter Quint.
You will play the part of Disney.
And who is this? A knight on a quest?
Disney is the lady Pyramus is in love with.
Come on, make me play a woman. I'm growing a beard.
You wear a mask, and you can make your voice as soft as you like.
Oh, in which case, if I can wear a mask, let me play Thisbe too. I'll leave Pyramus first. Thisbe! Thisbe! And then, in a monstrous little voice, oh, Pyramus,
To bottom your pyramid, and loot your Disney.
Oh, go on.
Robin Stowling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
You will play Disney's mother. Now stand. You will play Pyramus' father. I will play Disney's father myself. Not the cabinet maker. You will play the part of the lion. So, that's everyone.
Do you have the lion's part written down? If you do, please give it to me. Because I need to start learning the lines. It takes me a very long time to learn lines.
You can find the whole thing. It's just roaring.
Oh, in which case, let me play the part of the lion. Oh, I'll roar so well, the Duke will say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
If you roar too ferociously, you'll scare the Duchess and the other ladies and make them scream. And that were enough to hang us all.
All right, maybe you're right, friends, but I know, I'll soften my voice. I'll roar as gently as a baby doll. I'll roar like a sweet nightingale.
You can't play any part except Pyramus! Because Pyramus is a good-looking man! The most handsome man you can find on the seventh day. A lovely, gentlemanly man. So you're the only one who can play Pyramus.
Well, I'll do it. But what kind of beard should I wear for the part?
Whatever kind you like.
I know. I'll wear a straw-colour beard, or a sandy-colour beard, or a red-colour beard, or I know, one of those yellow beards the colour of French coin.
No, French people don't wear beards at all, and we all know why that is. So you play the part of teaching. Gentlemen, here are your tricks. I beg of you to learn them and meet me tomorrow night in the Duke's forest and hour outside town. It's best to rehearse there away from the crowds of people so no one discovers the plot of our play. Be on time, all of you.
We'll be there, and we'll rehearse courageously and obscenely.
We'll meet at the giant oak tree in the Duke's forest.
Got it, lads. Goodbye.
How now, skirt? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's fair, and I serve
rebels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because she, as her attendant, had her lovely boy stolen from an Indian queen. She never had so sweet a change. And jealous Oberon outnighted his train to trace the forest wide. But she performs withholds the lovely boy.
And crowns him with flowers and makes it all joy.
And now they never meet in grove or green, by the fountain cliff or spanner's garden, but they do square. Here all their hair creep into him and hide them.
Either I mistake your shape and make you quaint, or else you are the shrewd and knavish sprite that frights the maidens of the village. Those that hobgoblin call you, sweet park, you do their work and they shall have good luck. Are not you she?
Thou speakst aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. Never a merry hour wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
Give my mistress that he were gone.
You're met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Come, fairies, let's leave. I've sworn to never sleep or be with him again.
Wait just a minute, you great peasant. Am I not your lord's husband?
You're my lord and husband. I must be your lady and wife. But I know that you snuck away from fairyland, disguised as a shepherd, and spent all day singing love songs for your new admirer. The only reason why you left India is to come here and see your warrior lover, that Amazon Hippolyta. And now that she's to be married to Theseus, you are here to give their bad joy.
How can you stand there shamelessly talking about Hippolyta, knowing I know of your love for Theseus? You are the one who made him break his faith with Antiopa.
These are the forgeries of jealousy. Since the start of Midsummer, my fairies and I have not been able to perform our ritual dances without being disturbed by you and your beggar. And because of your incessant nagging, we have not danced for the winds. And in revenge, the winds have made fogs rising out of the sea, fall on the rivers and making them break their banks. Everywhere, all you can see is mud, and the pale, angry moon that governs the tide has filled the air with disease. Spring, summer, fertile autumn, angry winter, all have changed places, and the whole world has been thrown into confusion, not knowing which is which. And all this, because of the two of us quarreling over an innocent child. It is us who have caused all this mayhem.
And you have the power to restore the order. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? All I'm asking for is that little change in the force.
I won't give up this child for all of fairyland. His mother was a votaress of my order, and we gossiped together at night in India, sitting by Neptune's yellow sands, and watching the merchant ships sailing, and laughing at how their sails grew big like pregnant women. She would imitate them, since she herself was pregnant. But being mortal, she died, giving birth to my Indian boy. And for her sake, I will raise him, and I will not let you or anyone else have him.
How long do you intend to stay in this forest?
Perhaps until after Theseus' wedding. If you will patiently dance in our round and watch our moonlit celebrations, come with us. If not, leave us alone and we'll stay away from you.
Give me the boy and I'll go with you.
Not for your entire fairy kingdom! Fairies, away! We end up killing each other if I stay any longer.
Well, away with you! Shall not leave the wood until I make you regret this. Gentle Puck,
harmonious song that had made the stars come out from behind the cloudy sky.
I remember.
That very time I saw what you could not, Cupid fly between the cold moon and the earth. Armed, he took aim at a beautiful virgin and shot his love shaft well enough to have pierced 100,000 hearts. But the watery, chaste moonbeams intervened, and his arrow fell upon a little milk-white flower, turning it purple. Fetch me that flower. Its juice dropped on sleeping eyelids will make a man or a woman madly fall in love with the next living creature they see. And be back before the clock strikes twice.
I'll put a girl around here in 40 minutes.
Once I have the flower, I'll drop its liquor on Titania's eyes while she sleeps. The first thing she sees when she wakes, be it a lion, a bear, a wolf, or a nymph, she will pursue it with the soul of love. And when I have prized my changeling from her clutches, I will restore her senses. But who comes near? I'll make myself invisible.
I love you not, therefore pursue me not. Where are Lysander and the gorgeous Hermia? You told me they stayed here. And here I am, crazed within these roots, lost without my Hermia. I will kill Lysander before my love for Hermia kills me. Go away, I'll be gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted magnet, and yet you repel my love that is as strong as steel. Let go of your power to draw me, and I won't have any power to follow you.
Do I entice you to follow me? Was it you back? Or rather do I let you plain as truth tell you I do not? I cannot love you!
And for that, do I love you the more? I'm your puppy, Demetrius. The more you beat me, the more I adore you. Treat me as you would your spaniel. Spurn me, hit me, lose me, neglect me. Only let me, unworthy as I am, to follow behind you. It would be a privilege to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit. I feel sick when I look at you.
And I feel sick when I look not on you.
You do risk your modesty too much, leaving the city and committing yourself to someone who does not love you. Trusting the rich worth of your virginity to the night and this deserted forest.
I trust your virtue to protect me. This forest is not deserted when you're here, because you are all the world to me. How can anyone say I'm alone when the whole world is here to look on me?
I'll run from you and hide and leave you to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wildest beast is as heartless as you. Run, if you want. Why not? Change the story. Let the gentle deer hunt down the tiger. Let cowardice follow and valor fly.
Enough! Stop challenging me. If you follow me, I will do you mischief in the forest.
Fine. You've already done me mischief in the church, in the town, and in the field. Your wrongs are a scandal to my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. Oh, no shame, Demetrius. You're a heartless fool.
he leaves this forest, you'll be the one running away, and he'll be chasing you with love. Welcome, wanderer. Do you have the flower?
Aye, there it is.
Give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. Titania sleeps there at night. I'll trickle some of this flower's juice into her eyes and fill her with hideous visions and desires. Here, take some of it. A sweet lady is in love with a disdainful young man. Drop it on his sleeping eyes, but make sure to do it so that the next thing he sees will be the lady. You'll know him by the noble garments he wears. Do it carefully so that he loves her more than she loves him. And be sure to meet me before the cock crows.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant will do so.
Come, fairies. A dick and a fairy song, then to your castle let me rest. Keep back the clamorous owl and nightly hoots and wonders of our quaint spirit. Sing me to sleep.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs been at sea. You said blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen.
What thou seest when thou dost awake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, hawk or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy ear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Darling, you faint from wandering in the woods. And to speak true, I think I've lost our way.
Oh, no.
We'll rest here now, and await the comfort of the days.
No, Alexander, my dear. Find somewhere to rest your weary head. I'll lay mine on the spine.
Maybe we can both sleep together on the grass here, my darling. Then we will be together body, heart, and soul.
No, my dear Lysander! For my sake, sleep a little further away. Don't lie so close to me.
I meant nothing improper by what I said. I meant that since our hearts are joined, we can think of them as one heart. And our two bodies, too, are interchanged with a single soul. So if you let me lie next to you, I swear I won't lie with you.
Lysander bristled very prettily. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off! It becomes a respectable young man and woman to stay away for now. Good night, dear friend. May your love never alter until the day you die.
Amen to that. Here's my bed. Sleep well, my darling.
And you too, my dear love.
Through the forest have I gone, but nobleman found I none, on whose eyes to approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of this land he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despiseth the sweet young maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound, on the damp and dirty ground. Pretty soul. She dares not lie near this lap love. It's kill courtesy. Child. On thy eyes I doth throw all the power this child doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep deceit on thy eyelids. So awake when I am gone, for I must go to Oberon.
Stay! Sweet Demetrius, even if to kill me!
I order you hence, do not haunt me so!
You scoundrel! Will you abandon me? Do not so!
Stay at your peril, Adorno!
Oh, I'm out of breath in this foolish chase. Hermia's happy, wherever she may be, since she has beautiful eyes. How have her eyes become so bright? Not with salt 'tis. Mine have been washed more often than hers. No, I'm as ugly as a wild boar, since animals run away in terror at the sight of me. Even Demetrius runs away from me as if I were a monster. What evil and devious mirror made me think I could rival Hermia's starry eyes? But who's here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead or sleeping? I don't see any blood. Lysander, wake up!
Oh, I run through fire for your sake. Radiant Helena, as nature shows heart, I can see your true heart. Where's Demetrius? Oh, I would say that leg with my sword if I could.
Do not say so, Lysander!
spent with her. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven or a dove. The will of man is influenced by his mind, and to my mind, you are the worthier mate for my love. My mind has become the marshal to my will, and has led me to see deeper into your eyes where I have read love stories in love's rich book.
Oh, why have I been born to be made such a mockery of? What have I done to deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I'll never get a sweet look from Demetrius's eyes? Do you have to revel in my insufficiency? God, you do me wrong, you really do, to court me in such a disdainful manner. Fare you well. I thought you a kind and gentle man. How unjust that a woman by one man refused should by another be abused!
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep you there and never come thy sons near. I hate you with all my heart. I use all my powers to honor Helena and be her love.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Save me from this snake that seeks my breast! Oh, pity me. What a dream was here. Lysander, how I do shake with fear. I thought a snake ate away my heart while you sat smiling at its cruel prey. Lysander? Lysander, my dear? What, vanished? Lysander, can you hear me? Gone? No sound, no word. Say something if you can hear me. Speak of all loves. Nothing? I faint with my sleep. And you're nowhere nearby. Is it you or death I'll find?
Are we all here?
Yes, and on time too. This is the perfect place for us to rehearse. This clearing can be the stage, and that Hawthorne was the dressing area. Let's perform the play exactly like we will do it for the Duke.
Please quit.
What now, Bottom?
I've been thinking. There are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that won't please the audience. First of all, Pyramus has to take out a sword to kill himself, and the ladies in the audience won't abide it. How will we get away with that?
Oh dear, that's a big problem. I believe we have to leave the killing out when all is said and done.
Not at all. Not at all. I have a cunning plan. Write me a prologue, and let it say that we shall do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not really killed. And then, to further assure them, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. That will put their minds at rest.
Sound good? We'll have a prologue. I'll write it in 6 lines like a ballad.
No, make it 2 more. Make it 8 lines.
Won't the ladies be scared for a lion? I'd be afraid, that's for sure.
Gentlemen, bringing in, God forbid, a lion among ladies is a truly terrible thing. There's no more dangerous an animal than a wild lion, and we must consider that.
So now the prologue must say that the lion isn't a lion.
Not at all. Not at all. We'll simply have the actor announce his name and have his face shine through the costume. He could announce himself. Ladies, lovely ladies, I would wish you, I would request you, I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble. I value your lives as highly as my own. I am not a real lion at all. I'm a man like other men. And then he can simply say he's no part.
Fine, it shall be so. But there are still two problems we need to address. We need to bring light into the chamber where Caleb and Kitty meet.
Is the moon shining the night of the setting of day?
Calendar, look in the almanac. Look in the almanac. Look up moonshine. Look up moonshine.
Yes, the moon does shine that night.
Then we will simply open the window in the large hall where we'll be performing and let the moon shine in and light the scene.
Thank you, Bottom. I'm directing this. Oh, very well. And if it's a cloudy night, someone will come in carrying a bundle of sticks and a lantern and say he's representing the character of Moonshine. That leaves one more problem. We need to have a ball in the giant's chamber because Pyramus and Thisbe have to talk through a crack in the wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What do you think, Bottom? Sorry, Prince.
We will have somebody play the part of wall. They can have some lime scale or plaster or clay to signify wall. And they can hold their fingers like this so Thisbe and Pyramus can speak through.
Thank you, Bottom. If we can do that, then all is well. Come, everyone, sit. We'll read through our parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, go and hide in that bush over there. The rest of you follow him and come on when it's your cue.
What hempen hopes, though, have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of our fairy queen? What? A play towards? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see call.
Speak, Pyramus! Thisbe, come forward.
Thisbe, your breath like sweet flowers and odious.
Odors!
Odors and smells are like flowers, my dear Thisbe. But what's that I see? A voice? Wait here anon, I shall return.
A strange appearance in airplane head.
Must I speak now?
Yes, it's your cue. You have to show you understand that Pyramus is going to see a noise is heard and will be right back. And don't say all your lines in one go. You have to wait for your cue for Pyramus. You've just said all your lines in one go, cues and all. Pyramus, you've missed your cue. It's never tired.
You are as red as a stallion that never tires.
I'll follow you. I'll lead you around. Through bog, through bush, the brake through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire. And I'll neigh and grunt and bark and roar and gurn. Like horse and hog by every turn.
Why do they run away? Oh, this is a prank of theirs to scare me. Oh, Bottom, you changed! What have you got in your head? What do you see? You see an acid? Dear? I see what they're up to. This is a prank to scare me, to I'm going to show them. I'm not going to move from this spot. I'm going to walk up and down, and I'm going to sing a song to show that I'm not frightened. The ousel car, so black of hue, with orange tawny bill. The throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angels waking me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plainsong cuckoo grey, whose note many a man doth mark, and dare not answer nay.
I beseech you, gentle waters, sing again. My ear is as much enamored by your voice as my eyes are enthralled by your shadow. And your fair virtuous force is as such that I can't help but swear that I love you.
Wait, what? I don't think you've got much reason to love me, but truth be told, love and reason have very little to do with each other these days. Maybe somebody should introduce them. It's just a joke.
You're as wise as you're beautiful.
Not so, not so. If I were twice as wise, I'd be getting out of this forest double quick.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. You shall remain here whether you want to or no. I'm a fairy of no common rank, and summer does still hang upon my stay, and I do love you. Therefore, come with me. I give you fairies to attend on you, and they bring you jewels from the depth of the blue sea, and sing while you sleep on breast of flower. I purge you of your mortal flaws, so you can fly about as we spirits go. Peace blossom, cobweb, muff, and mustard seed.
Aye.
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman, hop in his walk, and dance before his eyes. Feed him apricots and blackberries, purple grape, wheat figs and mulberries. Steal honey from the bumblebees, and make candles out of their beeswax. Light them with the fiery glowworm's eyes, so my love is light to sleep and arise. Black of the painted butterfly wings, defend the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Bow to the fairies and curtsy. Hey, Martha.
Hey.
I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, gentle spirit. What is your name?
Cobweb.
Mistress Cobweb, if I were to cut my finger, I'd use you as a bandage. I'd like to get to know you much better. And you, gentle mistress, what is your name?
Peace Blossom.
Peace Blossom. Please send my regards to Madame Squash, your mother, and Master Peapod, your brother. I'd like to get to know you better too. And your name, sir, I beseech thee.
Mustard seed.
Oh, mustard seed. I know you very well. Those cowardly sides of beef have caused many of your kin to be eaten. And I must confess, one or two have brought tears to my eyes too. I'd like to get to know you better too, Monsieur Mustard Seed.
Come, my fairies, wait on him. Lead him to my bower. The moon, it seems, looks with a watery eye. And when she weeps every innocent flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie my love's tongue and bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania's awake and what it was she first laid eyes on. She must be fervently in love with him. Oh, here's my messenger.
Near to her close and consecrated vow, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of catchers, rude mechanicals, that worked for bread upon Catalonian schools, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for Grace Theseus's natural day. The shallowest, thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented, in their sport, was simply seen and entered in a breath, when I did him a disadvantage. An ass's knoll I fixed upon his head. Anon, his Thisbe must be answering, and forth my mimic comes, as they who despise wild geese of the creeping fowl-eye, or russet paper shops many and sort rising and quarrying at the guns report, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky. So, at his sight, away, his fellows fly! His sense thus weak, lost their fears thus strong, they senseless things begin to do them wrong, for briars and thorns and their apparel snap, some leaves, some sleeves, some hats, heels, all things catch up. I led them on this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus, translated there. When? In that moment. So it came to pass, to tell you. And straightway loved an ass.
This is better than I planned. Did you put the love juice on that nobleman's eyes as I bid you?
I took him sleeping, that to finish too, and the sweet young woman by his side, that when he waketh, of course she must be eyed.
Step aside, here's the nobleman.
This is the woman, not this the man.
What you scold someone who loves you so much? Please save this bitter bread for your worst enemy.
I should treat you much worse, since you have given me cause to curse. If you have killed Lysander in his sleep, stained in his blood, kill me too. He was devoted to me, body, heart, and soul. He wouldn't have stolen away from sleeping Hermia. No. You must have killed him, and you look like a murderer, so gaunt and grim.
So I should look, since you have murdered me and pierced my heart with cruelty. Yet, you, my murderer, you look as bright and clear as the glimmering moon.
What's this got to do with my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, the Demetrius.
I would rather take these bones to my dogs.
Oh, out, dog! Out, her! You've driven past the bounds of a lady's patience! Have you killed him then? If you have, don't even call yourself a man. Oh, tell the truth! For my sake, tell the truth. You would have dared look at him if you were awake, let alone kill him. How brave! A snake could do that as easily. And a snake did do it. For no snake had more form or lying tongue than you!
You are wasting too much passion on absurd inventions. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood. As far as I know, he's not even dead.
But please, come you well?
And if I could, what will I get in return?
The privilege of never seeing me again. Ah! I'll leave your hated company now. See me no more, whether he be dead or not.
He's not following her in such a fierce rage. My palpable sleep weighs on my sorrow. I sleep here for a while. To rest my weary mind.
What have you done? You've completely blundered and laid the love juice in the wrong eyes and turned his true love into a sham.
Then fate's rule, that one man holding trust, a million fail confounding oath on oath.
Go fly about the forest faster than the wind and find Helena. She's lovesick, pale-faced, and sighing. Bring her here by some illusion, and I'll set the charm upon his eyes when she arrives.
I go, look how I go, swift as an arrow from time to bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sinking apple of his eye, when his love you doth spy. Let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of Merryman, Helena is here at hand. And the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we then go pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Step aside, noisy, making way to meet you.
There were two, but once were one. That must be mean sports alone, and those things which better please before preposterous.
Why do you think I'm mocking you when I tell you that I love you? People don't cry when walking with someone. Look, when I swear that I love you, I cry. And when someone cries for love, he's telling nothing but the truth. So how do you think I'm mocking you when my tears prove to you that I want you with all my heart?
You advance your claim more and more. These vows are Hermia's, not mine. Will you abandon her? These promises you've made to both of us can't both be true, so they must both be false.
I wasn't thinking clearly when I was making her those promises.
But you're not thinking clearly now as you break those promises.
Demetrius loves her, and he doesn't love you.
Helena! Goddess! Deep, perfect, divine! To what can I compare your eyes to? Crystal is money! And your lips, your lips, they are as bright as a pair of tempting cherries. And the pure white of high anodous snow turns to a cronus to the whiteness of your hands. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white to seal our bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you're both set on teasing me for your merriment. If you had any manners at all, you would not treat me like this. Can you not hate me, as I know you do? Must you get together to mock me too? If you were real men, as you appear to be, you would not treat a lady so. Superpraise my beauty, but I'm sure you hate me with your hearts. You're both rivals in Hermia's love, and now rivals in mocking Helena. A clever exploit. What a manly enterprise, to conjure tears in a poor maid's eyes.
You're unkind, Demetrius. You love Hermia, and this you know I know. Right here, right now, I swear I'm giving up all my claims to her and yielding Hermia to you. And you must have your claim of loving Helena since I love her. And I can love her until I die.
Idle breath.
Forgive your darling Hermia. I don't want her. If I ever lost her, that love is gone. My heart was but a momentary guest of Hermia's.
Now it has returned old to Helena, where it will remain forever.
Helena, it is not so.
But don't belittle a love you do not comprehend, or else you'll pay the price. No, here comes the woman you love.
Oh, my dear Sandra! I can't stop this of the heart when I have my friends to thank as they broke into your voice. Why did you abandon me so unkindly?
Why stay when love tells you to go?
What love? What love could still lie standing from my side?
I have to hasten to my love, the radiant Helena, who lights up the night more than all those fiery stars. Why are you seeking me out? Did you not understand that I left you because I hate you?
You speak not as you think it cannot be.
Oh, see! There's one of this conspiracy. I see all three of them have joined forces to play this cruel trick on me. Wicked her. Most disloyal friend. Have I conspired with these two to bait me with this foul game? Have you forgotten the vows you made to be sisters? All the hours we spent together wishing we never had to part, as if our hands, our sides, our voices and minds grew together. Why would he show me any affection unless you set him up to it with your full consent? I'm not as lucky or adored as you are, and sadly, my love is unrequited. Because you should pity rather than despise.
I don't understand what you mean by all of this.
Fine. Keep up your little game. Pretend sympathy when they knock each other and wink when my back is turned. Keep up your little jest. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. Partly my own fault, which death or absence shall soon remedy.
Stay gentle, Helena. Hear my plea, my love, my life, my soul, my Helena.
Oh, excellent! Do not taunt us so, Lysander, dear.
If Hermia cannot entreat you, I can compel.
You cannot compel me anymore. That Hermia entreats me. Your threats are no stronger than her weak prayers. Helena, I love you. I swear I do. I lay down my life for you to prove Demetrius wrong when he claims that I don't love you.
No, I swear I love you more than he does.
That's what you swear. I challenge you to a duel.
Oh, quick, come!
Lysander, what's all this about?
Get away from this!
Oh, break that! Now you pretend to leave you, Hermia. Come on, pretend you're going to follow me. We know you won't actually come because you're a coward. No!
Don't get on to me, you fool. Let go, you are shake what like a serpent.
Why were you so rude? What change is this, my dearest?
Your dearest? Get away, you tramp. Get away, you poisonous snake. Away with you.
Are you joking?
Of course he is, and so are you.
Demetrius, I am ready to keep on my word and fight you.
I wish I had your bond. Since I see a weak bond holds you, I will not trust your word.
What? Do you expect me to hit her in hard or kill her? I hate her all right, but I won't harm her.
What? Hate me? Can you do me any greater harm than hate me? Why? Oh me, what's changed, my dearest? Am I not your darling Hermia? Are you not my dear Lysander? This night you loved me, and yet you left me. You left me. Oh, God forbid.
I certainly did. I never wanted to see you again. So cease your hope, your doubts, and your questions. This is the truth and no jest. I hate you. I love Helena.
What? You whore. You snake! You thief of love! What? Did you come my life and steal my love's heart from me?
Oh, fine! You should be ashamed of yourself. You think you can push me to say things I don't mean? Damn you, you phony, you
Puppet! Oh, that's the way you want to play it. She is comparing our heights. How low am I, you painted maypole? I am not so low and tall to the back You are!
I can't trust you! You'll stay in your cursed company! You may have better fight on the way out! I'm not to run away!
I'm amazed. I don't know what to say.
This is your negligence. You are forever making mistakes, or do you cause this knavery on purpose?
Believe me, King of the Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I would know the nobleman by the garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, as I have anointed a nobleman's eyes.
These lovers seek a place to fight. Turn the night dark and cloudy. Cover the sky with a low-hanging fog as black as hell, and get these testy rivals lost in the woods. They so exhaust themselves they sleep like the dead. Once they're asleep, crush some of this flower's juice into Lysander's eyes. Its liquor has the power to erase the damage done and make him see as he saw. When they wake up, this quarrel will seem like a dream. I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy to now release her charming eye from that monster, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste. The nights with dragon cut the clouds fall far, and the mountain shines Aurora's harbinger.
But we are spirits of another sort. I've often wandered in the woods till the sun rises in the fiery red sky, turning salt green streams into yellow gold. But make no delay, we have time enough before the break of day to set all this business straight.
Up and down. Up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Always lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where are you, Demetrius? You arrogant bastard! Speak now!
Here, villain, with my blade drawn and ready. Where are you?
I will be at your strength!
Then follow me to where we can find better.
Lysander! Lysander, speak again! Are you behind some bush? Where are you hiding? You coward! Are you bragging to the stars and telling the bushes you want to fight, but you wash your face? Come here, recreant! Come here, you infant! I'll wish you with a stick. I can dishonorable to throw a sword on you.
Yeah? Are you there?
Follow my voice. This is no place to fight. He was before me and dares me to follow him. When I get to where he calls, he's gone. This villain is faster than me. I followed fast, but faster did he fly. I have fallen in some dark and even way, and here I'll rest a while. Come, gentle day. I'll find Demetrius and revenge this sweet. Ha ha ha! Coward! Weren't you coming?
Wait for me if you dare. I know why you're running away, shifting places. You dare not stand still and look me in the face. Where are you now?
Come here!
I'm over here! No! You are just mocking me. You'll pay for this if I ever see your face by the daylight. No, just go your own way. I feel faint with exhaustion. I have to lie down and sleep on this cold bed. I'll face you at dawn.
Oh, what a long, tedious, weary night! And it would end, shine comforting like a day, and I may go back home and away from these friends that detest my poor company. Come sleep, and sometimes shuts out sorrow's eye. Steal me away from my own company.
Yet but three, come one more. Two times, till both eyes makes up four. Here she comes, perfectly sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so distraught. Wet from the dew and scratched by thorns. I cannot crawl any further, no further. My legs cannot hold me up any longer. I'll rest here till the break of day. If they fight, I hope Lysander is safe.
On the ground. Sleep sound. I'll apply to thy eye, gentle lover, remedy. Now when thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known that every man will take his own, in thy waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go in. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sitting down on this flowery bed, while I tease your amiable cheeks and stick musk roses in your silky smooth hair and kiss your big, beautiful ears. My gentle toy.
Where's Peasemoss?
Here, my lord.
Peasemoss, come scratch my head a while. And where's Cobweb?
Dear master.
Cobweb, please take your weapons and kill me a striped bumblebee on a thistle and bring me its honey. Oh, but be careful not to tire yourself out. And please, make sure you don't break the honey sac. I'd hate to see you drown in honey. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Yeah.
Come here, Mustard Seed. Please stop bowing.
What a weird.
Nothing, just help scratch my head a while. Monsieur, I think I should go to the barber's. I seem to have got a little bit hairy around the face, and I'm such a sensitive ass that if I itch, I must scratch.
Would you like to listen to some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable ear for music. Have somebody play the triangle with stick.
Or tell me what you desire to eat.
Oh, truly, I'd love a handful of sweet grass, or maybe a handful of dried oats. Oh, I have a great urge for a bundle of hay. Sweet hay, lovely hay, has no rival.
I have a daring fairy that will go to seek out the squirrel's heart and get you some fresh nuts.
I'd rather a handful of berries, but, my love, I have a sudden urge to sleep. Send your berries away, so we're not disturbed.
Go to sleep, my sweet. I'll wrap you in my arms. Fairies, be gone. Away with you all. This is how the woodbine gently twists itself around the sweet honeysuckle. How I love you. How I dote on you.
Hold on, my buck. You see this sickly sight? I begin to pity Titania. I ran into her at the edge of the forest, looking for sweet favors for this hateful fool. When I teased her to my heart's content, she begged me sweetly to leave her evil. Then I asked her again for the changeling. She consented instantly and sent a fairy to bring him to my bower. And now I have the Indian boy, so I will undo this hateful imperfection. Gentle Puck, take off this ass's head from this peasant so that when he wakes up, as the others do, they can return home believing it was all just a dream. But first, I'll release the fairy singing. Bees thou wast wont to feast, seest thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower has such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? I dreamt I was in love in the past.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? How my eyes loathe his face now.
Silence a while. Puck, pick up this head. Titania, call for music. Music to numb the senses of these five mortals.
Music play to charm them to sleep.
Now will I know, thought I.
Take hands with me, my queen, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now that you and I are new in amity, we will dance at the Duke's palace triumphantly, and bless their marriage with prosperity. There shall these lovers all be wedded in jollity.
Very big, attendant mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, let's depart solemnly to where it's still night, since we can circle the earth faster than the moon.
Come, my love, and in our flight tell me how it came to be that this night I, sleeping here, was found amongst these mortals on the ground.
Go and find the forest ranger. Unleash the dogs in the western valley. My love will hear the music of my hounds. Let us go to the top of the mountain so we can listen to the musical confusion of their barking echoing off the cliffs.
I was with Hercules and Hermos when they started us. What is bad? I never heard such a musical beast. Such sweet thunder.
My dogs are of the Spartan breed, so lean, so fleet of foot. Their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. Their music is like no other. Judge for yourself. But who are these young people?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And here's Lysander. And there is Demetrius and Helena. I wonder why they all here together.
Perhaps they came to witness the hunt. But Gia, is this not the day when Hermia was to give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Tell the huntsmen to wake them with their horns. Never mind the horns then, I'll wake them myself. Wake up! Good morning, friends. St. Valentine's is past. Is this not too late to begin such new affairs?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you stand up. You two are rival enemies. Has the world become such a peaceful place that those who hate now trust enough to sleep side by side?
My lord, I, as yet, cannot truly say how I came here. But I believe, truth to be told, I came here with Hermia. We can flee and escape the ancient law, and...
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have heard enough. I beg the Lord to punish him. They were going to steal away, thereby betraying you, Demetrius, and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, the beautiful Helena told me about their secret plan to escape. And I was furious, and I followed them here. And the lovely Helena, out of love, followed me. But somehow, something made my love for Hermia melt away like snow. The only person I love now and I want to look at is Helena. I was engaged to her before I even met Hermia. I just want Helena back. I long for her. I love her. And from now on, I will always be true to her.
Sweet friends, you are well met indeed. Of this discourse we will talk again. Gia, you must abandon your wish. For in the temple by and by, these couples will marry by our side. And as the morning is now something worn, we'll abandon the hunt. Away with us! 3 and 3 will hold the feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
Last night's escapade seems so distant, cloud.
It's like my eyes have passed through too. And I see everything level.
Me too. I found Demetrius, as though he were a precious jewel. Mine, because I found him, but not mine, as someone else could claim him as her own.
Are you sure we're awake? It seems to me we're asleep in the middle of the dream. Do you remember seeing the view here? Did he tell us to follow him?
Yes, you did. My mother was there too.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow him to the temple.
Then we're awake. Let's follow him. And on the way, let us recount our dreams.
when my cue comes, call me. My next cue is, most handsome Pyramus. Hey ho! Peter Quint, Starveling, Flute. Dear God, they've left me here, sleeping. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Past the wit of man to know what dream I've had. I'd be an ass if I even tried to recount it. I thought I was... No man could say what I thought I was. I thought I had... no man could say what I thought I had. I'd be a patched fool to even offer to say what I thought I had. The eye of man has not seen. The ear of man has not heard. His hand cannot taste, nor his tongue report, nor his heart to conceive what dream I had. I'll get Peter Quint to write a ballad of my dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it has no bottom.
More strange than true. Fairy tales, perhaps. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet all have such seething imaginations that when they feel great love, they see some supernatural reason for that love.
But all the story of the night they have told, each saw and heard exactly the same. 'Tis more than just a fertile imagination.
Here come the lovers now, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle youth, joy and days of love upon your hearts.
We wish you even more joy in your dukedom, at your tables, and in your bed.
What kind of entertainment do we have to beguile the slow hours between dinner and bedtime? Where is my master of ceremonies? Go through the streets.
Here I am, my chief Theseus. This is a list of all the acts that have been prepared. Choose who you prefer to see first.
The battle between Hercules and the Centaur, to be sung by a Catalan eunuch and accompanied by a harp. No, that's not for us. I've already told Hippolyta that story when praising my cousin Hercules. What else? The riot of the drunk bacchanals who ripped the singer Orpheus to shreds. That's an old story, and I heard it last time I came back from conquering Thebes. The 9 muses mourning the deaths of learning and scholarship. That's some barbed critical satire and not appropriate for a wedding. A tedious, short drama about young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. A very sad and tragic comedy. A sad comedy. Short yet tedious. That's like hot ice and black snow. How can one play be so full of contradictions?
It's a play, my lord, about 10 words long, which is the shortest play I've ever heard. Yet, in my opinion, it's about 10 words too long. In the And I have to admit that when I saw his death during rehearsals, I had tears in my eyes.
Oh.
Tears of laughter, that is.
Who are the actors?
Rough workmen who never spent much time thinking. Dullards who have overstrained their eagerness in preparing this play for your show.
We'll see it.
No, my noble lord, this play is really not for you. I've seen the whole thing and it's completely worthless. Unless you find no words, acting, and badly memorized lines.
I'll see this play. Nothing can be awful when it's done by good folk who do their best out of simplicity and with duty. Come, bring them in. Ladies, please, sit down.
I would hate for these simple folk to make wretched fools of themselves in doing their duty.
My gentle sweet, you'll see no such thing.
He says they are not good at doing anything of this kind.
Then we'll appear even kinder for thanking them for something that they're not good at. We'll entertain ourselves by accepting their shortcomings. Generosity is even more compelling when it expresses greater appreciation for the effort, rather than the result. To my mind, love and tongue-tied simplicity conveys the most when it says the least.
Lord Theseus, the prologue is ready to begin.
We'll show them in.
If we offend you, it is that we hope that we think we are not here to offend you with the sole intention of showing you our limited skill, all we aim to do. Please remember, we are here for your pleasure, our only intention. Our intention is all for your pleasure. We are not here to make you unhappy. The actors are ready. They will explain everything.
Now, there's no attention to punctuation.
Indeed, he performed his prologue like a champion. He can make sense, but they are all different.
His speech was a tangled chain. I wonder what will come next.
Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps you are wondering what is going on. Well, keep wondering. But this man is Pyramid. This beautiful lady is me. This man portrays war, that horrible war that kept these lovers apart. This man, with his thorn bush, lantern, and dog, portrays moonlight, because our lovers were not ashamed to meet by moonlight. This grisly beast frightened the faithful Chippy as she arrived to meet Pyramid. As she ran away, she dropped her cloak, which the lion stained with his bloody mouth. Soon after, Pyramid comes along, a tall and handsome young man, and finds Thisby's cloak to be dead. At this point, he takes his sword, his blameful bloody blade, and bravely breaks open his boiling bloody breast.
The lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, often whisper secretly. This clay, this cement, and this stone show that I am that wall. And this is the crack. Right? Which the frightened lovers will be whispering.
Oh, it's the wittiest partition I've ever heard speak.
Silence, Pyramus approaches the wall.
Oh, grim-looking night! Oh, night which is so black! Oh, night which is always there when it is not day! Oh, night! Oh, night! So sad, sad, sad! I fear my Thisbe has forgotten her promise. And you, oh wall, oh lovely wall, you stand between her father's land and mine. Sweet wall, lovely wall, will you show me your crack? So I may Sweet wall, through which I see no bliss. My Thisbe is not there. Curse your wicked stones for disappointing me like this.
Since the wall is alive, it should curse you back.
No, not at all. I assure you, sir. It's not the wall's turn to speak. It's Thisbe's turn. Disappointing me like this is Thisbe's cue. She's to come in now, and I'll slide her through the wall. You'll see it happen just as I'm saying.
I'm not a fierce lion or lioness. Because if I were a lion and I shot up here to hunt, I'd be taking my life in my hands.
No, it is a sensitive beast with good conscience.
Actually, it's the best actor I've ever seen play a lion.
This lion is as brave as a fox.
True and as wise as a goose.
No, he's not so, my lord. He's not brave enough to be wise.
He's not wise enough to be brave. He is what he is. Let's listen to the moon.
This lantern represents the crescent moon.
I think he should have worn horns on his head, like a cuckold.
He isn't a crescent moon, so his horns must be invisible.
This lantern represents the moon. I myself am the man in the moon.
It's the biggest error of them all. He should be inside the lantern. How else can he be the man in the moon?
No, I think he dares not because he thinks there is a candle and it's too hot.
I'm bored of this moon. West or wane, preferably off stage.
Well, he seems to be waiting without a politeness. We'll wait and see.
Proceed.
All I have to tell you is that I'm the man in the moon. This lantern represents the moon. This thornbush is my thornbush and this dog is my dog.
My lord, all of this should be in the lantern because they are all in the room. But be silent. Here comes this one.
This is our name's too.
Nice too.
Where is my love? My love?
Lion, yes!
Well, where would this be?
Well, sure, moon. Truly, the moon shines.
Oh, very well shaken, lion.
Finally, Pyramus shows up.
So the lion vanishes in fear.
Sweet moon, I thank you for your sunny rays. I thank you, moon, for shining so bright. Because by the light of your gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I hope to see my faithful Thisbe. But then, oh look, oh wretched me. What tragedy. Eyes? Do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck! Oh, my love, your cloak, so fine, but covered in blood. Come, terrible furies, and punish whoever has hurt my dove. Oh, fate, cut the thread of my life, conquer, crush, conclude, kill.
I am moved by this actor's passionate lament.
Be to him with all my heart, poor soul.
Oh, nature, why did you create lions? A cruel and dreadful lion has deflowered.
Devoured!
My darling. No, who was the most beautiful lady who ever lived, loved, liked, or looked. Come, tears, cover me from top to toe. Outsword and wound Pyramus in the chest. Just here on the left side, where the heart beats. Oh, oh, oh. Now I'm dying. I've nearly gone. Oh, I've nearly gone. My soul has fled to the sky. My tongue shall report no more. It's time for the moon to take flight. Now I die, 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 die.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove himself an ass.
How come the moonshine is coming for? Please become
she will find him by starlight. These people come on, I think, and her lament will end the play.
I'll bet she will be read.
She has spicy steps water with her.
Love, my love. Sleep, my love. Oh, beautiful. Arise, arise. Speak. My love. Let.
Too much color, your sweet eyes. Your lily white lips. Your cherry red nose. Your buttercup yellow cheeks are gone. Gone forever. Lovers, all lovers, moan and weep. His eyes were as green as leaves. But faith, come to me. With hands as pale as milk. So your hands in blood, since you have sheared the thread of his life. But, tongue, not a word. Come, thirsty soul. Come, blade, and drench my breast with blood. The lion are left to bury the dead. On the wall, yes.
I assure you, the wall that separated their fathers is down. Would you like to see an epilogue or hear a dance?
No epilogue, I pray you. Your play needs no excuse. It was a poor tragedy, but very well done. Come, let us see you dance and forget the epilogue. The iron tongue of midnight has grown strong. Lovers, to bed. It is almost fairy time. I fear we will outsleep the morning as we have overwatched this night. This unashamedly dim-witted play has beguiled the slow hours of time. Dear friends, to bed.
Now, the hungry lion roars, and the wolf howls. Whilst the heavy hounds snore, all weary with task for time. Now, the wasted brands do blow, whilst the screech owl screeching loud was the wretch that lies in remembrance of a shroud. Now, it is the time of night, when the graves all gaping wide, everyone gets forth his sprung in the church when he passes by. And we fairies, that do run by the trip of the cake's team from the presence of the sun, following dark like a dream. Now
ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly. Now until the break of day, through this passage there is way.
To the best bright man will we, which by us shall lesson, and the issue that creates ever shall be fortune great.
So shall all the couples be, ever true in loving me, and the flocks of nature's hands shall not in their issue stand.
Nevermore there lit no star, no one religious such as are, despised in nativity, shall upon their children be.
With this still do consecrate, every ferry take his gate,
And each separate chamber bless, to this palace with sweet peace.
and the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet us all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think good this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gently, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest, if we have on earth to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the buck alive fall. Sir, good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Ay, mira, te puedo funcionar.
Está bien, ¿no?
Está muy bien. Pero controlar todo esto porque aquí hay dinero.